Alrighty, welcome on back to more Titan Quest. Figure I'll record one more episode before I have to head to bed tonight. So yeah, we're back at it. So late night gaming. Same day as the last episode, in case anyone's wondering about the timeline of these recordings. And the last episode is like what I'm talking about, like the last session is around the last 5 or 6 recordings, or the last 5 or 6 episodes. Yeah. But I figured, Chained Echoes is probably going to be a little bit too strategy for me to be able to focus on. So this one is just going to be me sitting here, doing a lot of, holding one button, occasionally pressing another, and just making sure I don't die. Which means, yeah, it's perfect. But anyway, thanks for at least clicking on the video, checking it out. Always appreciate that. Hello. Alright. Chiron's bow. Right, yeah, we're doing the Chiron side quest right now, which is the Good Centaur. Proper offering, I haven't gotten to the field yet. So, just have to deal with it for now. Is there anything there that might be worthwhile? No, doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's carry on. I've been heavily considering switching my build just so it's not another auto attack build, but I don't know what I would go into. I legitimately have no idea what I would go into. I considered Pyromancer purely because of the Molten Orb. So, anyone wondering, that would be Earth. The Pyromancer is Earth. But if I look at it, Earth Enchantment, interesting. Abuse your weapons and the weapons of nearby allies with the power of Rock and Flame. Or Flame Surge. I could do Earth, actually, because I have the Earth thing. So this would already be increasing my fire damage. Fire and burn damage. Top of that. Brimstone, which increases, physical damage and then burn damage, okay. Then Stone Skin. So that's another very viable possibility. And it gives me intelligence and some dexterity, and then I just put my stuff into strength. Instead, I just focus on all my attribute points going into strength. That way that stays up really high. Yeah, that's not a bad option, honestly. I'll consider it, given the Molten Orb. Gives me an extra button to press, to have to press and keep up.
Splendid. Warrior, you have my gratitude. And as I am noble, I am good to my word. Let me bestow my thanks.
Why are the pigs mad at me? For no reason whatsoever. Alright, well, I got 2 attribute points. So let's throw them into... Oh, I checked that at level 11 shield. It's not worth it. Yeah, because I'm losing batter, so it would have to give me like a ton more damage, and it doesn't. And it really doesn't. So, yeah. Are you kidding me? Another boar? Where are these things coming from? I'll save those attribute points for now. I don't know what to put them into. I don't really know what to put them into. As much as I probably should know. Oh. Essence of Archimedes' favor. Or mentor? Did that say mentor? Mirror. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing things a little bit incorrectly. Village of Ambrosos. Okay. I didn't expect to be here immediately. I guess I was very close to it without realizing. Alright. That's the second time now, second or third time that I've been really close.
A blacksmith of remarkable skill lives in the hills by Helicos Pass. Some say the god Hephaestus himself taught Termerus his craft. He's friendly, but he keeps to himself. If you can find him, he will sell to you at a fair price. If he likes you, Termerus is gifted. He can make Termerus is gifted.
Yeah, okay. That's the second or third time though that I've been really close to a rebirth fountain and just didn't get up to it in an episode. It's a tiny bit annoying, but not necessarily.
From Delphi with some goods to trade. I had just set up camp amongst some nearby ruins when I heard the rattle of bone and smelled the scent of death. I looked up and saw skeletons everywhere. They didn't seem too friendly, so I ran. As far as I'm concerned, whoever finds my goods can have them. I lost my possessions, but
I see you've traveled a long
Cool.
road, stranger.
That's good to know.
I might have something to suit your
20 to 35 with some offensive ability. Sorry, 22 to 42 because of the bonus damage. So 22 all the way up to 42 is the range. And then the offensive ability. Okay. Plus 10 strength. Just flat 10 strength. Sadly, that doesn't make it worth it in this case. 14 to 18 doesn't make it worth it. Worthwhile. That's a mace worth keeping track of. Is there anybody else in town other than the merch? There wasn't. Okay. So, worthwhile to just push forward, I guess. Hold on. Either of them got a quest? Nope. Alright, pushing forward then. Gonna see how quickly I can get through this. Okay. Go away. Love that. Reinforced leggings of strength sounds good. Oh, there's my level. Let's try and lure this guy out from behind that barrier. Yep. Before I... There we go. Right, let's run off. Away. 11 strength? And more... yeah. I don't care about my energy regen, really. Yeah, so that's not too bad. Another molten orb thing, just in case I need it. Let's... oh, I thought I needed to drink that. For a second. Let's resort this. Oh, yeah, and I leveled up Let's throw... Screw it. All 4 points into strength. No, I'm kidding. Puts me at 106. As soon as I lose any kind of elemental damage... Hold on, what does this do? Elemental vitality energy regen rate. As soon as I lose any kind of all of my elemental stuff, which I think I do when I upgrade this weapon into the axe at some point, I lose a lot of other damage too. So I'm kind of on the worrying point about that. Let's just focus on strength, I guess, because I do have that strength shield coming up in, I think, 3 levels. Yeah, 3 levels. Alright. Yep, that's fine. Let's see here. Let's throw some more points into, I guess, here? Maybe there. No. Let's throw them into... Maybe ignore pain, just get outright... Ignore physical and piercing damage. That would help me survive a lot of enemies. What is this? Ardor? Build momentum as you drive your attack forward, attacking and moving more rapidly. Which would also be allow me to trigger battle rage more often, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I guess let's put... No. 8. It falls off pretty quickly, it looks like. Let's just do more battle rage. It's only an 8% chance of activating, but I mean, it's almost maxed out. And then we'll move on to crushing blow. Probably moving on to crushing blow after I max out ignore pain. Yeah. Alright. Carrying on. Most enemies dying in 2 hits is good. Alright, we're coming up to the Helicos Pass, which means the olive tree here.
That is my grove burnt in different times. A traveler would stop.
Okay, let's head left first. Whoa. Game just froze. Are you trying to make me annoyed? Hello? Nope. But it's not. Okay. There we go. Alright, well I need this in order to progress the story, so... suffering through the frame drops, I guess, and the freezing if it continues. That continues to happen. Yeah. Thank goodness there isn't too much. I don't remember there being much else like this, even up into Act 3. So hopefully we don't have to deal with too much of this type of thing. This like awkward fog effect. Awkward fog smoke effect. Alright. Continuing on. Sense of Hermes' sandal. Sure. Hello. Let me target. There's that. Health potion. There's nobody up there. Woof. Just decided to stand in the poison mist, you know, because I could. Okay, well that's not too far of a run back at least. I forgot to get the regenerate, sorry, whatever it's called, the fountain. One of the fountains, anyway. Yeah, it's not too far. I forgot to get that fountain, the rebirth fountain, right outside the orchard. Forgot to get that one. So let's get it here, so that we don't have to do that again. That super long trek again. Gotta keep in mind I need to like destroy the, or defeat the, nope. Just froze for me again. If I do this. There we go. Alright, let's continue along. Game's really chugging here. Are you kidding me? Okay. Can I focus on moving out of the poison mist, please? There we go. Wasn't so difficult once I could actually move out of the poison mist. I'm considering saving and reloading so I don't have to run through the freezing frames again. Once I get the thing, but then I might have to fight some extra enemies all over again as well. Sacred Olive Branch. Embossed armbands of the Griffin. Sounds like a set item. Legitimately, it does. Elemental damages, elemental damage, and attack speed. Well, it boosts my overall damage, I guess, which makes sense. Slightly less armor, but higher literally everything else, I guess. Corinthian Great Helm of Brawn. Beast Colors Loop. I'm not playing a caster class. 8 strength, 40 armor. Sounds better. Even though I'm losing a ton of energy, I'm not really using much energy to begin with. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna save here. Save game. Exit to main menu. Now that I have the thing. And we'll be, yeah. We should go right back to the rebirth fountain. Still have the thing we need. Some of the enemies will be respawned, but I mean, I'm not going to be going back to fight any of them if I don't have to.
The tree is unharmed? Can it be true? Maybe the gods have not abandoned us after all.
It's good to at least think that, for sure. For sure. Hello? I don't know why I couldn't click and hold there for a second. Don't know why I couldn't click and hold there for the second that it took. Alright. Well, regardless. Alright, well, here's the chests and things. So I just get a free 1,000 experience here for opening these up, which isn't too bad. Defender's Reinforced Buckler. I'll keep that, because I think it gives +1 to defender skills, right? Yeah, +1 to all defense skills, to skills and defense mastery. Which is nice to have, just in general. I'd hope I can find one later on that's stronger than what's here, what you can find in Act 1, but I'm not keeping my hopes up. If I'm being honest, I'm not keeping my hopes up. Anyway, let's carry on. There shouldn't be... Probably just clear the pass here. Centaur Skullcap of Recovery. What is that? 18 armor, definitely not worth it. I can see the appeal of health regeneration. Like, you just go ahead and you just heal all of the damage they do before they have a chance to do any more, like any potentially just insanely problematic damage. You just continuously heal at an insane rate. I can see why that is nice. I just don't think of it as particularly one of the first things I would go for. It's one of those, well, if you're not getting one shot, then it's great type of a build. Otherwise, it's useless. Like, completely useless, you know? Circlet of Endurance. Let's grab that, I guess. Whoops, don't know why I decided to do that. Alright, continuing on. Let's get rid of them. Go away. I love that I can just shield bash and the enemies disappear. Just instantly go down. It's pretty funny just to see them just fall over after I hit them in the face with the shield. With my shield. Pristine plumage. Now this could be a problematic spot because I think this is where a super powerful not Cerberus, but it's like one of the offsprings that's 2 heads is, alongside some shadow guys. Now, this could be problematic. We'll see how much damage they're dealing to me. If I can manage to survive that reasonably well, then I'll stick around, but if I'm going down like 2 or 3 times pretty quickly, if I'm going down pretty quickly, then I'm probably not going to stick around too long. Oh, nope. We got life drinkers instead. Or life eaters instead. Alright, sure. Yeah, having my own lifesteal for that isn't a bad thing, really. It kind of helps. Reinforced Buckler's Spirit, Demon's Blood, Health Potions, some gold. Alright, and now to test ourselves on... Let's try to lure all these small guys out here first, so that we don't have any of them hanging around. Yeah. Come on. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not happening right now. I'll come back at the end of the act to defeat them. I'll come back later. I just have to remember Helico's Pass. Or rather, the Phocian Swamp. I'm not going to spend hours throwing myself, or I'm not going to waste your time throwing myself at those guys, at that guy just because I can. Next rejuvenation spring that I hit, I will stop the video, just so everyone's aware of when roughly I'll be stopping it. Because I think there's another one coming up here soon. I know they make them fairly common. Merklords, right. I forgot they introduced Merklords here. Hello? Like slightest elevation difference and suddenly I'm not hitting at all. Like ever. Like, have I said like enough? Sorry, I'm a little tired. So I'm having so I've replaced my tendency to say the word so with the word like. Verbal tics. So annoying sometimes. See? And even when I'm saying it legitimately, it still sounds like I'm not even trying. I'm not trying to say it. Alright, Ravager first. Ravager does the most damage, that's why you get rid of them first. Not even going back to try and pick up the experience I lost. It's not even that much, to be honest. Lower Delphi. That's good to see. Good to see. This means I'm close to Delphi. Delphi. I think it's Delphi, right? Somebody could probably tell me in the comments if it's Delphi or Delphi. Oh, hello. Who did all that boosting? Boosted damage. Clearly somebody. It might have been the boar. The boar looked like they were special. Like the monstrous boar, I think it was. I think it was the monstrous boar, but it just got melted at the same time. So I'm not really sure who it was. Oh, hello. Don't mind me, just tanking without even caring.
Well,
Hey, secret
I don't get many
blacksmiths.
visitors. Greetings. How can I help you?
Alright, so this guy does sell greens, I think. He's the first person in the game who does sell you green weapons. So now I get to take a look at all his weapons and see if there's any greens that I care about. 27 to 41, 28 to 43 with some vitality damage on it. But it's slow, which means it'll be like average. I think it's average speed. Heavy double axe, static double axe, smoldering, bonus damage, fire damage, physical damage, plus the physical damage. Yeah, we'll see if this one is worthwhile. No, barely not worthwhile. My average damage goes up, but my damage for DPS goes down just by like 1 point. Interesting. I also lose the life leech, so yeah, let's just throw that back to them. Yeah, nothing's gonna beat that. And I still have 76 healing, small healing potions. Yeah, we're fine. I can sell that, sell these, sell this, sell that, sell that, sell this, sell that. 13 strength. Am I gonna really build up enough intelligence for that? Or no? Probably not. Okay.
Safe travels.
Let's carry on then. Really? Okay, I might actually have to end this episode here, because I don't want to spend a full hour here getting to another rejuve thing. We got mages, which means I gotta focus on my health here a bit. Take out those mages. Got some poison going on too from this guy here, this boar rider. Go away. Okay. Health potion. Necklace of brawn. Well, let's take a look at that necklace. 6 strength, 3 strength. It's definitely not worthwhile. Dude just clips through the fencing. Nice. Another satyr. Another satyr. And another satyr. And that's all of them. Okay. Do a health potion here. Okay. Yeah. I'll go a little bit longer, kind of push the episode, make it a little bit of a longer one. Hope that I find a rebirth fountain soon. Okay, it looks like there is one coming up soon. That's good. Get rid of you, get rid of you. All seem to be generic, so that's nice at least. nothing special there. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this rebirth fountain. And save the game. That way I just return here. And I'll see you in the next episode where we will probably explore whatever's down this way. As well as, if this boar would leave me alone for long enough, continue on this direction, which will lead us hopefully somewhere nice. I never noticed, but apparently, yeah, there's a cave there. Huh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you, options to do so are right down below. Option to do so is right down below, and if you want to say anything about the video, feel free to leave a comment down below, which is